Welcome to another AI video, and well, where have I been these last few days? Well, I haven't been on YouTube because I've been quite busy with other stuff, personal stuff. So that's basically that's just my excuse. I really do not care if I've been missing for like a couple of days, because it's only a couple of days really. It's not like I'm missing for like a month. If it was like a month or a week, then I'd probably have to address all that. But if it's for a couple of days, I think it's fine. As daily uploads are a bit of like a push for me sometimes, because sometimes I've got to go to some other places or do some other stuff. So I might say I can do daily uploads, but not really do daily uploads, because I might be missing a few days. But hey, it's still most days. It's not like weekly, so it's not trashing the formula totally. Anyway, apparently, thanks to Fire Phoenix, I have managed to listen to the TV size version of the Osama Sentai King Oja opening, which is called Zenroku King, and okay, it's really good. I think they're stopping. They're stopping the title drops at the end of all the songs, like, you know, how the last lyric would always be the Sentai team name, like Kikai Sentai Zenkaija, or Mashin Sentai Kiramager, or Engine Sentai Goanja, for example. They haven't done that with Zenkaija, and I don't think they're going to be doing it with King Ultra. So no, they have done it with Zenkaija. Well, they haven't done it with Don Brothers, and they're not going to be doing it with King Ultra. I really want them to bring that back. I mean, I don't think they will. If they do, it'll be a miracle. But if they do, but I'm getting ready for like another decade without any title drops. And I mean, I'm fine without it. It just feels like a staple that include at least one in every song, but they're not. Anyway, the video at hand here, the video you're watching now, is of course going to be A.I.6. I think all the numbers on here are mislabeled because I think it was the third one. It was the third one, which the script was twice as big as this, and I had to split it up into two videos, so the numbers are all out of whack and everything. So even though it says here AI5, it's probably going to be AI6. So this number up here literally means nothing. So let's cross it out. There. So AI5, this one is basically going to be the last. This is the last one I've got a script for. Anyone else after this video will have to have a new script written. I'll do the AI6 video script, basically just tinkering with the AI until I've got enough that I feel satisfied with. I'll do that while this video you're watching is being uploaded. So I'm basically just working in advance. I'm basically just keep doing these videos until the stock until the stock on my Google Keep account runs out, because I've got one of the reminders on my Google Keep is a list of stuff to type into the AI, and when they all run out, that's when the AI series runs out. Anyway, it's going to be AI5, and the first item on this list is Go Rider. Now, Go Rider, in case you're unaware, was supposed to be, I think, a version of a Kamen Rider series. I'm not sure what Kamen Rider series, I forgot. It was meant to be a Kamen Rider series, but then it eventually got scrapped and turned into the Kamen Rider version you see now. Except the person who was writing it found the five rider team idea. He actually apparently really liked that, so he made that his own. He made it a thing, so that became Go Ranger. And basically, if he hadn't have that, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have Power Rangers, and we wouldn't have Sentai, we wouldn't have any of that, and we wouldn't have those parody advertisements I've forgotten what they're called. I think it's Brave League or something. Brave Leaguer, Brave Frontier. I think it's Brave Frontier. Brave Frontier. I've forgotten. I think it's an advert for a mobile game. It's a mock-up of Kyoryuger. I had a good laugh at it earlier, because they managed to insert an Ultraman reference in between all the Sentai references. I got a good laugh out of that. Yes, you can call me an otaku if you want. I literally do not care. So anyway, Go Rider. It says, Go Rider literally controls the very fabric of reality and the Super Sentai universe. I mean, seriously, how can anyone else possibly overcome a universe and reality that Go Rider can manipulate at will? I just don't see how anyone else could possibly keep up with Goroda's infinitely superior level of power. There's nothing I can say about this one, except that I've just remembered that they actually did bring Goroda back, I think, sometime in the 2010s for a thing. I'm gonna have to go get a plaster now. I'm not even sure if this is bleeding or not, but hey, safe than sorry. Right, I'm back, and the next item on this list is Kagak Sentai Bog Hunter, which you might have guessed if you know your Sentai is a Jacko prototype. I think the thing that gave it away here is Bog Hunter, because if you don't know already, but 4 out of the 5 Jacko members, you know, not Big One, are all like these robot cyborg things, since Koega Saigo no Kiri Fuda-san. No, that's the wrong bit of the song. That's it, Yonin no Cyborg Ogu, which basically means the 4 cyborgs. Basically, that's what gave it away, sort of. Anyway, what does it say under here? Seriously, do you not understand the absolute ridiculous level of power that the Kagak Sentai Borg Hunter is on? He is literally divine in power, and it is quite literally impossible for anyone else to possibly win against his power. I mean, he literally controls all reality all across time, except he doesn't, because he doesn't exist, because, well, he was cut out of the process. Then we have Mirai Sentai Mirai Man, which I think is a prototype. I'm not sure, but if I had to guess, it's probably not Time Ranger. I think it might be Time Ranger, but I'm no. I think I was making my own random Sentai generators last night, and I think I included some prototype names. I don't recall Mirai Sentai Mirai Man being under Time Ranger. I think it was under Goggle 5. I've got reason to believe it was Goggle 5 and not under Time Ranger, because Time Ranger sounds too obvious. I've got reason to believe it was Goggle 5 and not Time Ranger, so it might be Goggle 5, it might be Time Ranger. I think it's more like Goggle 5 than anything else. Anyway, it says here, how can anyone else even compete with Mirai Man's control over all time? I mean, he could just change the entire nature of the universe if he wanted to, and no one else would even be able to keep up with that level of power. Now, it knows what Mirai means. It knows what the concept of... It knows what Mirai means. It means future, in case you didn't know. But, so, to give this credit, it knows some Japanese, which, okay, have a round of a clap. But yeah, it knows what Mirai. It basically knows what Mirai means. It knows it's about time travel. So well done you. Who would win? .ai, .character, .better, .ai. I think that's what it is. No, it's better .character, .ai. And then of course we have next up is Future Man. Nope, I've forgotten. Sorry. It says here, oh please, Meiji plus moment. Oh please, that is a ridiculously easy one. He literally controls all of reality. He could just change them into a baby to win this fight if he wanted to. That's how infinitely powerful the Future Man is. I honestly do not see how any other team has even the slightest chance against him. No comment. Basically, his power, according to this at least, is do a Crash Bandicoot warped, and basically just send all the Eviltons through a time portal and age them down. Basically, what happened to... Actually, spoilers here. Does it really matter though? I'm not going to spoil the game for you, but you know, if you're a Crash fan, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Just to, you know, not interfere with anyone's merchandise playing the game. And this time, it's not a cover excuse. I really do mean it now. And of course, next up is Yaku Sentai V Liga. This is a prototype of Dynaman, because apparently Dynaman was supposed to be a baseball theme, hence why all the Dynaman suits look like they're just wearing t-shirts. But they changed it to Dynaman halfway through. Now, the only possible reason I think they could have done that is because I think that they thought that stuff like that baseball stuff wouldn't sell as merchandise. That's the only possible way I can think of it, because, you know, makes sense, doesn't it? Because, well, they were selling merchandise at the time, because, well, I think they started to sell henshin items as those Dijonpa, I think, with wrist watches. Dijonpa Goggle 5 no Dijonpa. That was around the time of Goggle 5, which was the 80s, I think. Or was it the 70s? Now I've got reason to believe it was the 70s. So I think if they made it baseball scene, I don't think it would have sold nearly as much merchandise because I don't really know I don't really know what they were thinking to change it from baseball to the explosion. Anyway, the explosion scene might seem like a useless replacement, but don't forget this was basically the start of Tokusatsu. Basically, this was the 70s. This was around the first time that explosions were heavily used in stuff like Sentai. So basically, what I'm getting at here is that if you know in Power Rangers, I think in Power Rangers Dino Charge, some of the roll calls, I think, if you watch the episodes of your TV and with your TV box and TV remote, or actually, if your weird one-handed video game controller and your TV box, and your flat screen 8K TV, what do you think that will look like? If you watch certain episodes of the show on your TV, you will realise that at the end of the roll call, after Terrano, Terra, Brachio, Spino, Ankylo, after all that lot, they have these weird colourful explosions behind them. And I think if it wasn't for Dynaman, you wouldn't be seeing that right now. So I think it was because of Dynaman that kind of thing happened. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but it certainly feels like the thing that Dynaman would kind of do. Anyway, yeah, back to this. It says here, V-Liga literally controls every single other Super Sentai, every single time period, in every single universe. I put it on the back here as well, so it's double-sided. It says here, I honestly do not see how this is even an argument. V-Liga could quite literally alter the space-time continuum to make sure that literally no opponent could ever possibly win ever. And if you thought that was ridiculous, the edit note here basically just comments my earlier comment and says here, V-Liga is Dynaman's prototype name. It was baseball, and I literally just put after that I put Baku Ball, which not only is a Bakugan reference, but I think it means explosive ball, which could either mean explosive, random ball game like football, soccer, or if you live in the US or anywhere else that's not in the UK, I don't know why they do it. They don't play in soccer, playing shoes, blimey. The soccer game of the year. Basketball, baseball, netball, even table tennis, or it could be literally explosive balls. Painful if you're a guy. Right, so next up on the list of weirdness is Uchu Sentai Cosmo Man. I've forgotten, literally. I've forgotten which one this is a prototype of. It's definitely not, I don't think it's not Kyuranger because it's too early into the list. And I've forgotten. Soz mates. It says, okay, seriously, I know that you're obviously just memeing here. Yeah, it actually does say that here. Wow. Yes, it actually does say that here. Wow. Right, so what happens now? No more Dick and Dom jokes, please. Will this round be allowed? Apparently so! And she finishes, forgot her name, with an amazing 3 minutes 33! Controversial. Controversial. No more children's BBC references, please, or more accurately Dick and Dom references, because, well, you've heard way too many of them today, or last few videos. So let's just carry on anyway. It says, okay. It says, okay, seriously. I know. You're obviously just memeing. You cannot be serious. I literally cannot. I cannot read this without laughing. Literally. It's talking about a scrapped Sentai, and yet it says memeing. Oh, obviously just memeing here. But I'm going to continue arguing anyway because I find fun. You don't get to say that and then go back to your argument and say, oh look, I'm enjoying it. Now you don't get to say that, Mr. Robot. You've just made me laugh over a single word. It says, that being said, Cosmo Man. Oh, don't cough now. Cosmo Man controls a lot of time, space, reality, and every Super Sentai across the universe. The amount of power this being has is literally not even comprehensible by humanity. There is no possible other team that could even compete against this one because quite literally nobody else is even in the same reality as the Cosmo Man. Right, for a start, you're going to say the word memeing, right? And then you're going to admit that you're going to continue arguing because you find it fun, but then you then proceed to go back and say every Super Sentai across the entire universe. And that's the millionth time we've heard that excuse. If you remember, I think it was in the last video I made, that reasoning for a Sentai being so powerful was repeated multiple times over. I swear to God, if I get this on the next video, on the script I'm going to be writing after this video, obviously, if I get even one of them, I'm going to include an edit note that says, ah, or something, or some kind of funny reference, media joke, or like hello, I'm Spons, or a long Dennis reference, or, hell, Clonor! Yes, Clonor! God grief, mateys. Clonor. Think of a long Dennis joke. There's no time to die. Oh, hang on, I've got one. And for being such a good sport, have a bottle! That isn't there apparently. Have a bottle! Yeah, that sucks. The sucker game of the year. That's the second time I've done that to it. Let's not do it ever again. Right. Of course, next up is Curious Sentai Saurus Man. If you know your Sentai, probably. If you know your Sentai, you'll probably know that this is a the Ranger prototype. Well, I was about to say rip-off, and that would probably be right, because it sounds like a second rip-off. Sentai Man. Saurus Man. Saurus Man. Of course, that's just something they originally intended to keep the man bit of the titles and carry it on over. So instead of Kakuranger, we would have had Kakuman, which means hidden man, which sounds utterly creepy, and I don't really like that idea. Right. What does it say under here? They could quite literally make it so nobody else existed or ever had the opportunity to exist. They could quite literally make it so that nobody else existed or ever had the opportunity to exist. We've already been over that bit. How can anyone ever possibly fight against this kind of infinite power? Great. Next up is Daikenja. No, I forgot what this one is too. I've got such an awful memory. Mind you, that was yesterday. Okay, how is anyone ever supposed to beat this? Deck Ranger. See, Deck Ranger controls every single multiverse in this universe. What is it, Matt Hatter? I'm serious in that I legitimately do not see how anyone could possibly ever win this argument. They could just delete every single multiverse they don't like and keep all the ones that they do. Nobody could even think of a way to combat that level of power. Basically, that's basically what Black Master does in Super Things, in Neon Power. That's not even a joke. What does he say? Lance a blank canvas! No, hang on. Lance like a blank canvas! That's what he says. I just made him sound like an absolute idiotic person. Oh god. Which is funny because he's the razor the size of a finger. Right, so the next team on this, rather non-existent team on this list is Ninja Sentai Go Ninja, which is, you might have been able to guess, it's Kakuranger. Of course, Ninja Sentai Go Ninja means Ninja Squadron 5 Ninja, which sounds absolutely ridiculous because imagine, right, if they counted Ninja Man as like a 6th member, they'd have to change the name, although I'm pretty sure they later took the mick out of themselves for doing that. In Kyuranger, where there's this, I haven't watched Kyuranger yet, but I have heard of this joke where they say, oh, shouldn't it be Hachi Ranger, or Nana Ranger, or Rocker Ranger, or Go Ranger? How funny is that, mateys? Answer, not very. Right, so have I even... Oh, these are out of order. Oh. Oh no. Oh my. Ninja Man, Sugar. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Right. Right. Okay. 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 Right, so... Okay, right. I'm officially getting confused. So just into Bio Ranger, and then Ninja Man. Ninja Man. Okay, okay. Okay, I think I've figured it out. Okay, okay, right. I've had to reorder them in the wrong because I think they were out of order. Right, it says, how is anyone ever supposed to have an argument that that could be stronger than literally controlling all of reality? That is broken English, I think. I'm kind of rushing through this because I don't want to stumble on my words. They could literally delete every universe that they don't like and then rewrite the universe to make it perfect. They are literally God. They quite literally control reality to their will. I mean, honestly, how could anyone ever even hope to compete against this level of power? Yeah, okay, we've had this argument before. Let's just skip over it again. And then here's a translated version of saying, no, oh no, it's not. Ninjas in the Go Ninja. Am I confusing myself here? I'd forgotten. Oh, no, oh, screw it. Oh, I've forgotten what I'm doing. Yeah, well, let's... I was gonna consider it feels like a translated version of Go Ninja because it's Fire Ninja, not Go Ninja, but I'm confused. I'm confused? I'm just confused. Okay, and let's just carry on. It says here, I'm sorry, seriously, how could anyone ever compete against this against the level of power of a god? Oh my god, it's God. All of the other teams literally only exist because the Five Ninja... Yeah. Yeah, actually says... Okay. Actually, yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it says. No. No. Five Ninja... Ninja... I said Ninja, not anything else. I said Ninja, okay. Because the Five Ninja allows them to. They could literally change their foundations of space, time, reality, and the Super Sentai universe. And very important. Why is anyone even trying to compete against this level of power? Because I make you. And then we have Giga Ranger. Now, even though it doesn't say here, I remember this is a prototype of Mega Ranger. It says here, I'm being serious. How can anyone even possibly beat the Giga Ranger? They control all time, space, reality, and the Super Sentai universe. Nobody else even has the slightest chance of beating someone who controls everything. We've had this argument before. Moving on. Okay, Seiji Sentai Ga Ranger. This is a prototype version of Gingaman. The Ga Ranger bit would have been used in Hyakuju Sentai Ga Ranger, which is the couple of years after Gingaman came out. So they must have kept the idea in their head. Gao Rao! No, Gao Rao, Gao Rao. You'll be hearing more of that possibly. Not really, but I mean animals and stuff. If you know what I mean, of course. Dude, I'm sorry. Okay, come on. I can read this in Kadikaris. I can read this in Kadikaris' voice, and it'll sound right. Actually, read it in my hand. I can't actually speak it in his voice, but okay. Dude, I'm sorry, but how did anyone else expect to possibly win against this? Against the Go Ranger? They literally control everything. There is no conceivable way that anything that isn't the Go Ranger could even remotely have a chance of winning this argument. Okay, that's weird. I can swear I heard like a Simon Cowell mock-up character speak like that on like a BBC show or something else, but I've forgotten which one. I think it might have been I can't remember. I think it might have been Simon Grell from Watching Monsters. Yeah, that's got nothing to do with the BBC. Unless it turns out they actually own Mind Candy, which they don't. I mean, also on that note, who else? If there's anyone that remembers Heads, if there's anyone who is British watching this video and actually used to watch this program called Heads, it was like a it was like a mock-up of it's like a sketch show where these random people from BBC staff would wear these massive, ridiculous-looking masks of um, celebrities' heads and then go around and make them look like idiots in this old weird sketch show. It is pretty funny. I think it's from 2007. I think I'm saying 2007 because it appeared alongside the series one of Trapped clips in the 2007 premiere startup looks thing I've got on YouTube. It's not. I didn't find it. Someone else did. But how amazing is that? And I think it got removed eventually after only like 6 episodes because I think it was offensive to actual celebrities, which makes it sound like a YouTube show. But okay. I don't know why, but if the BBC does something that does like YouTube humor, it just comes off really. It just sounds. It's like really good. Like they can do YouTube humor and they are able to smash it like a hammer, like an oogly hammer. Yes, there was an oogly hammer, wasn't there? Or am I getting confused with that Flash game, Neil the Nail? Am I getting confused? No, I can't remember. I recall this bit in Ooglies where there was a magnet with eyes. Of course, googly eyes. Not real eyes, because that would be creepy. But also, talking of creepy, I actually recently listened to the Mouse Mansion theme song. And I actually put in the comments, I think it was the episode entitled Angleman, because that sounds like it sounds like a parody. Sorry. I actually put timestamps for the intro theme song and the credit theme song is the same tune, just lasting longer. And I actually realised that the decimal puppet thing they use in the show, that actually has teeth, not realistic looking teeth, not like HD HMIS style teeth. It's like flat, like circles, like that. It's obvious that they're supposed to be teeth, which it's not realistic looking teeth. They're like flat circles that are meant to be teeth. So that's the first time in my life I can find a puppet with teeth that is in a kid's thing. So very well done, Mass Mansion, for not only having a puppet with teeth in, but also having that Chris Jarvis bloke in it. I can't. How do you go from like a trapped bootleg with decent music but rubbish editing? How do you go from that to presenting on the BBC? How do you do it, lads? I've also just realised the weird possibility that Mass Mansion was produced by the same people who made Numberjacks. That was another show that appeared on the BBC channel around the same time Show Me Shimmy was on the channel. But they both have Chris Jarvis in it. Well, not Numberjack, obviously, but they both, But they're both by the same company. Mass Mansion and Numberjacks are both from the same company, and you can tell they're by the same company because the script writing sounds the same. It sounds the same. It sounds like they're all being operated by robots. All the weird kid not contestants on the scripted show. That's not obviously not a game show. It's scripted, obviously. How do you do a scripted game show? Who knows? Basically, they'll sound like robots, basically. Moving X to Y and everything. Moving this to that. Moving this to that. It sounds like they're operating a claw machine at their local shopping centre. Oh my god, where am I? Dine Instant Ninja Man. Okay, it says, are you kidding me? No, I am not. Ninja Man has the power to just alter the universe. They could just make it so nobody else existed if they wanted to. Or they could just freeze them all in time and make them not exist. How can anyone else possibly compete against a being who has literal godlike control? Ninja Man, and the actual Ninja Man, Samurai Man, or Ninja, if you prefer, or the non-existent NinjaCon! NinjaCon just sounds like he just attends New York Comic Con like 24/7, even when it's not there, he just stands where it should be, even if it is a furcon, if that's no, that's not a universal term for it, God, even if it is a furcon, he just stands there because he has con in his name. Of course he's going to go to every con no matter what it takes. Ugh. Right, and next up is Chugoku. I'm sorry, but the Chugoku can literally alter the very fabric of the universal multi-Sentai universe. They could just make it so that every other Super Sentai team has never been conceived of if they wanted to. conceived of if they wanted to. How can anyone possibly even compete against someone who could literally change reality? Basically, this is literally the plot of a Keyboard Ranger. They control the producers of Sentai so that they pretend that the series don't exist. This is literally a Keyboard Ranger in a nutshell. Who am I, Giuseppe? Like that, laugh like that. No more funny Disney jokes. Disney. Frost Disney. No, actually, don't do that. Oh my god, that's the washing machine. If you can hear that, it's trying to push itself to. It's just no more tech specs jokes. Let's just carry on with this. Right, so we have Sentaija, which Sentaija, which is it's literally the prototype name for Kikai Sentai Senkaja. I am not joking. Look it up. It's on Ranger Wiki, so it must be true. Are you just joking? Sentaija literally controls the entire fabric of everything. Oh, that sounds like a TV show. The fabric of everything. Premiering now on BBC Two. Oh my. Okay. They could just make it so that everyone else just never existed at all. Seriously, you would have to be a god in order to compete against Sentaija. Right. The edit note here, it says, I wanted to test the limits of this device, the AI website, so I quickly tried this next one. Tenso Sentai Godman, which, yes, it does make sense, because Tenso, I think, means, no, I've forgotten what Tenso means, because it's got something to do with heavily armament, I think. Or is that the Ghost Age bit? I've forgotten. Nah. It says, oh, come on! How can you even possibly have an argument that can match someone who quite literally controls all universes across time and all creation? They could just make it so that nothing else exists if they wanted. How could any team possibly compare to that power? Right, before you see the obscene amount of punctuation, the internet here says yes, it really put that many. Are you ready to see how many it put? Look, this is how many it put. And the internet, of course, says yes, it really put that many. Look, see? Right, what's on the back? Have we already been here? Yeah, we have. Final page time, right. Seiju Sentai Bio Ranger. I think this is the prototype name for Ga Ranger. I've forgotten. Right, it says, this is literally insane. They control everything in every universe and every universe for literally forever. What could possibly compete with that phenomenal level of power? And yes, I literally... Look, this is... Yes, yep, I've made him go mental. Basically, yes, the punctuation... Oh, it's quite insane. Right. And the next up is Bakutaro Sentai Disnatsu. This is supposed to be a jokey version of Avatari Sentai Don Brothers before Don Brothers' names actually got revealed. It says here, not my own fake joke name. I think it's from Twitter. I've got reason to believe it's from Twitter because that's where the Sentai name bot gets dropped every single November. I think it's November. Or no, I think it's September actually. I could be going insane on that actually. Right, so okay, this is this is absolutely ridiculous. This Natsa has the power to control everything in every universe. He could just destroy everybody else in existence if he wanted. How in the world could anyone possibly compete with this level of power? Right, so you cannot be serious. Thanks, Bradley Walsh. And of course, next up is Densha Sentai Tranger, which is, believe it or not, is prototype Deca Ranger. If you can believe that. It says, this is insane. Tranger can quite literally control everything in the entire multiverse. He could just stop every other Super Sentai in existence if he wanted to. Right, punctuation failure again here. Seriously, this is quite literally the most unfair one yet. This is literally the most powerful imaginary character of all time. Right, so are we gonna have a thing? Are we gonna have a running feature on this series of my channel where we Count how many times he goes insane with his punctuation because, I mean, look at this! Is this going to be a running feature? Oh my god, please tell me it isn't. Please tell me it is. Make up your mind. Okay, next up is Internet Sentai Furoja. You know exactly where this one's going. It says here, you know where this is going. You know exactly where this one's going. Exactly where this is coming. Choose your response, I suppose. It says, come on, Furoja, look at him. He's literally all-knowing, all-powerful. He can control everything in every universe. He could delete everybody else from existence if he wanted to. How the heck could anyone in the entire universe possibly even come close to competing with that power? I didn't know it says boop and you're gone. Hooray! The amount of references I'll be able to make with this is amazing. Can we find a appropriate no, we can't. Oh, can we? Does bear count? I don't think so. Oh, hello! Bear might not count, but QB certainly counts. There's your Furrow reference of the week. Oh, Mr. There's your Furrow reference of the week, guys. My web's all over the way here. I forgot to move them closer. Brilliant. There's your obligatory reference. Sorry, guys. Sorry, couldn't let that one go. Who am I? Dominic? Dominic? Yes? Attacker Dominic! There's been way too many Dick and Dom references, I apologise for that. Right, so next up is YouTube Sentai Demonetizer, which is actually pretty funny. I came up with that myself. Oh, come on, it's a joke waiting to happen. Demonetize. You can make it if you wanted. You could make it a Sentai name because demonetize. Demonetize is already a word, so demonetizer. It's just adding like 2 letters on the end of the existing word. No, that's better. Right, it says here, this is literally my limit. Demonetizer controls the internet. He could delete the entire internet if he wanted to. How could anyone else possibly come close to that power? On the edit note here, it's the best one yet. It's the last one actually. It says, YouTube controls everyone! Look, it actually does say that here. YouTube controls everyone. My god, guys. Next up, the last one on the list is the start of the Korean names, because if you don't already know, they have certain series over there have got Korean names. Power Rangers Magic Force is Power Rangers Mystic Force. I don't know why they changed the name. I don't know. You have to be memeing. Magic Force controls magic. You don't say, Sherlock. Oh god. He could quite literally wipe out every other Super Sentai in existence out of reality if he wanted to. How do you possibly compete with something that literally controls magic? No mate, you have to be memeing. Literally, Magic Force controls magic! You don't say! Oh, that's the best response yet. In fact, and to prove that it's the best response yet, I am going to shoot you with my gun. Look, it's got a head. It's ahead of the game. If you understand what I'm talking, of course. And it's not a real joke, actually. Let me try this. Oh, that was close. The shooting function still does work. What you're supposed to do is I think, put that down. Put this button on the desk or something, and then oh no, hang on, no, I've got it all backwards. What you're supposed to do is touch the header here, and then push the this button down on the desk or some description, and then push this down, so the locks get released here, and this comes out, which launches the header, and this was very close to falling down the gap at the back, but no. It stopped. I think it's just a tad too big to, yeah, it's just a tad too big to fit down the back. Oh, there. And I'm definitely not going to try that again. He lied. Oh, hang on. No. That actually worked. Great. Thanks. But don't worry. I actually have one more plan up my sleeve, and that is this. Hello. Okay, this looks ridiculous. Actually, let's end the video in like a more satisfying way for me anyway. It's my favourite thing to buy from B&Q. A handsaw with a gun on the end.